Hurricane Katrina touched down in August 2005. Tiffany Woods gave birth to a baby boy, Emmanuel Woods. The newborn would spend time in the ICU until it was time for Woods, her child's father, and their children to evacuate. But months later, prosecutors would charge Woods and the father with baby Emmanuel's death.
I was stressed out. I was depressed. I was lonely. My family wasn't around me. I didn't know if they was alive or not. And I made poor choices.
The family ended up in Shreveport, Louisiana, and like many others, struggled to find housing after the storm. Woods says she was getting baby formula through the WIC program, but at some point, when she ran out of the free formula,
I changed his formula to organic milk. And due to my choices, I thought I was making the right choice, but clearly I didn't.
Their newborn baby died months after Woods gave birth. Prosecutors say it was from malnutrition. The prosecutor who sent Woods to prison pushed for Woods to serve her time.
I thought I had seen everything in my lifetime, but I have never seen anything like this. There is no doubt in the court mind that this child starved to death.
Court documents showed Woods had been feeding the baby regular milk, cow's milk mixed with water. Prosecutors say Woods and the child's father knew better.
And this was not the first time Miss Woods harmed one of her children in this way.
The World Health Organization estimates undernutrition leads to 2.7 million child deaths annually, or 45% of all child deaths. Doctors across the U.S. say they often battle with misinformation over what and when infants can have certain foods or drink. Some doctors say it leads to a high rate of infant mortality, a topic Scripps News covered in our rural health series, Early Grave. Dr. Lakeisha Richardson in Greenville, Mississippi, says when struggling families get tight on money for baby formula, they may turn to dangerous methods to feed their infants.
You know, somebody tells them, oh, just dilute that formula. You know, you don't have to do what the instruction says, just give it a little bit more water. And, you know, for babies, too much water is bad. And so then you have a baby coming in that's malnutrition, that's dehydrated, or that's hyponatremic because they've been getting diluted formula. Then you have an infant death.
The American Academy of Pediatrics says infants under 6 months should only be drinking breast milk or formula. After that, from 6 to 12 months, they should only be given 4 to 8 ounces of water daily. Too much water can dilute nutrients and cause chemical imbalances in young babies. Giving cow's milk is not recommended in the second half of the first year. Pediatricians say it doesn't have enough iron and can lead to anemia.
You have moms trying to do the right thing, especially our young moms, because, you know, we have a lot of teenagers here. So the pediatrician is saying, this is what you do. This is what the baby can have.
But young mothers can get conflicting advice from family members.
But then they go home and mom and grandmama says, oh, the doctor knows what they're talking about. This is the same thing I gave you.
Woods, surrounded by family during her Clemency hearing, told the panel she is a changed woman who has taken multiple parenting classes during her time in prison. She's learned how to be a better mother over the years, a claim her kids, now older, testified to.
And that her story can impact so many people, and she could touch a whole lot of people, especially in the city that we come from, New Orleans, that this is common, you know what I'm saying? Single parents, you know, doing whatever they could to take care of their children. And sometimes tragedy happens.
With the Louisiana Parole Board voting to recommend Woods' release, the matter is now in the hands of Louisiana Governor John Bel Edwards, a Democrat who has vowed to reduce the number of people incarcerated in the state. Tammy Eswick, Scripps News, New Orleans.